Welcome back. It's Heather from Sister Stand Strong here and the Bootstrap Business Blueprint. So today we're talking pictures. So use a picture, it speaks 1,000 words. So a photo invokes a feeling. So people don't want products, they want how it feels. So I've covered this before in terms of like the advertising and what your customers really want. But when it comes to your photography on your website or anywhere for that matter, you're looking for people to step into that scene and imagine it as themselves. So what do I mean by this? Well, the fashion industry have known this for a long time, and whether we like it or not, it's something that human psychology, it plays out. So basically, advertisers know that instead of showing what is, they want to show what it could be like. So for instance, when research was done and people were asked how old they felt, typically people say that they feel at least 10 years younger than they actually are. In fact, as you get older, that actually that spreads out. So people in their 80s still feel like they're in their 60s. So they did this research, and that played out then very much in advertising. So that the photography and the models that were used, and we're not going to go into this about models, but the bottom line is that they always use models that are slightly younger than the age group that they're targeting, because people want to feel that youth. They want to be that woman. So from the point of view when it comes to your photography on your website, this is about, or anywhere in your marketing, this is about looking at your audience and remembering what their heavens are, remembering what they truly want as the outcome for buying your product or service. How do they want to feel? And then making sure that your photographs reflect that. That's what's called lifestyle photography. Badly taken photographs can literally kill your business and sales. So if you are going to take your own photographs, invest in a cheap photography tent, for example, if you've got products, and get some really great lighting, even if you have to raid your house for uplighters, spotlights, etc. Now, the reason I'm sharing this with you is because many years ago when I was running one business, it was a product business, and I didn't have much cash and I really had to bootstrap it. And what I did is thankfully it was I think it was about September time, so the weather was okay. It wasn't raining and it was quite sunny. And what I did is that I had no choice. I had to take photographs of my products to put on a website, but I couldn't afford to get the photography tent or the lighting and everything like that. So what I did is I mocked up in my back garden. I got a white sheet. I kind of got the hammer and nails out. I got a table. I kind of put the table against the fence, and I put the white sheet, and I nailed the white sheet into the fence and draped it over the table. And I used boxes to kind of raise the products up at different levels. And I think I used smartphones weren't kind of really around back then, showing my age. So what I did is I managed to get myself a little cheap camera, and I took the photographs myself, and then I edited them. So it is not impossible for you to do that. As soon as I started making some money, I then was able to actually have a word with a friend of mine who was a photographer and get a great deal. And she helped me out a lot in terms of getting really beautiful photographs done. So what I want to say to you is that you don't have to, bad photographs, there's no excuse for bad photographs. You can take your own photos, just make sure your lighting is correct, make sure you don't cast shadows, and I'll be talking about that a little bit more in a moment. So white backgrounds for product catalogs. So it's better to have a white or plain background to show off your products in a catalog if they're on your website or in the paper version than lifestyle photographs. So we use lifestyle photos very much in our sales and marketing, in general marketing, but when it comes to people choosing your product, it's far better to not distract from that product, if that makes sense. So not have anything else in the scene, have that so that they can see it clearly and choose and select different colors and styles, etc. So now it's time to take action on this one. So utilize lifestyle photographs as much as you can in your marketing. So on your website and social media, make sure your models match your ideal customer type or group. So for instance, If you are marketing to middle-aged women, what you don't want is you don't want some kind of virile 18-year-old sort of in your shots, because the women of that age group are not going to identify with a woman that young, and they're going to turn around and go, well, this is not for me. So it's very important to match your models, if you are using models for your ideal, to match your ideal customer type. If you're saying, oh, Heather, models, my goodness, that's going to cost a fortune. Again, no, you can go and contact your local college or university if you have one. There are plenty of male and female students that would like some extra cash for modelling. So again, and you also ask friends and family if they've got anybody that want to model. Again, make sure they match your ideal customer type and group though. If you're taking the photographs yourself, invest in setup equipment if you can. You can always use your mobile phone for photos. Mobile phones now are superb in terms of taking photographs, many of them, especially if you've got like the smartphone type. Find free editing software. So if you are going to take the photos yourself, what I would suggest is that you do need to probably touch them up a little bit and edit your photographs. I had to. At the time, I didn't even know about some of these free software that are out there that you can Google and find. I had to do it on, I think it was Paint or something, for goodness sake. It was really difficult for me to like smudge out the shadows on that white sheet and whatever. But I'm suggesting one here. I don't know, hey, I don't know what it's like, because I just Googled this to see if I could find something. www.inpixio, I think it's called, .com. I think that's how you pronounce it. Again, not affiliated with this. Check it out. And there are others that you can check out on Google as well. So top tip for today is it's all about the lighting. We remember I've just said about the white sheet in the garden. Make sure that the sunlight is at the right level and strength so it doesn't cast shadows. That was one of the issues that I had actually, was that I noticed that the best light to use is what I heard from a photographer years ago actually, which is it's not direct sunlight. That's not the optimum light for outside for taking photographs. So I made sure that it was later in the day, the sun was starting to go down. It was still bright, but it doesn't cast as many shadows. If you're doing it yourself, either learn how to edit your photos properly, or alternatively, I've mentioned Fiverr.com. For $5, my goodness, they will edit photographs for you professionally. So again, you can go and check out that site and have the editing done for you. So I hope that helps. That's some top tips on how to grow your business via getting your photography up leveled.